Wow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. About to make his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy.
Here comes the free spirit, and the creatures of the night light up the impact zone and sacrifice to greet Jeff Hardy. And I see Jeff Hardy coming down the ramp, Taz, and I got to think back to this past Thursday night on Impact. The incredible move. He came up right here to the broadcast position and hit that deadly swanton bomb on Mr. Anderson right through the table.
Big time major hype by Jeff Hardy, just, as you said, driving Mr. Anderson through that table, man. Gotta wonder if Anderson's 100%.
Introducing his opponent from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Anderson.
We talked about it Thursday night on Impact. The incredible swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy. And the effects of that swanton bomb through the table. You see it right there. The ribs of Mr. Anderson taped up as he goes to battle. And there's the opening bell. Here we go.
And I know Jeff Hardy pretty good. He's a world-class athlete, an international superstar. Trust me, at one point in this match, Hardy will pinpoint that ribcage of Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, love him or hate him, and I'm sure most hate him. You got to admit how entertaining he is, but he's more than entertaining, Taz. You think back to that 3-month series of matches that he had with Kurt Angle, where he took Angle to the absolute limit. I think back to last month, Lockdown, St. Louis, Missouri, the incredible match, and I think in many fans' eyes, Mr. Anderson really grew as a professional wrestler and as a competitor with that series of matches against Angle.
Oh, absolutely, and we heard our audience here just a moment ago. They were kind of referring themselves as a-holes, as Anderson said they would. And, well, I don't know if they love Anderson or hate Anderson. It don't matter. Right now, Jeff Hardy's punching the daylights out of Anderson's head, and there you go. Right to the ribs, midsection of Anderson.
But Anderson able to turn it around on Hardy. Went for the clothesline, and then how about being able to duck down as Hardy left his feet?
Yeah, good point. Great move to duck by Anderson, but he lands on his back quick. Kind of affects those ribs. And those ribs also, when your ribs get, you don't know, you can have a floating rib, broken ribs, who knows? And that could affect your breathing throughout the match. The longer this match evolves.
Back first goes Hardy, courtesy of Mr. Anderson, as he goes directly into the side of the ring. Anderson rolls him back in. See if he can take advantage and goes for the elbow, but the quickness of Hardy on display. Back with a shot. Series of right hands now from Jeff Hardy.
Well, Jeff Hardy, you know, it's well documented. He has that reckless style, wide open style. Highly effective style, and we're seeing it right here by the charismatic Enigma.
And I think that is what makes him so effective. The free spirit, unpredictable. Jeff Hardy with the shots in the corner, and they come right at Anderson, and
nice, excellent counter by Anderson.
That's twice that Mr. Anderson has been that step ahead of Hardy in anticipation of the move that he's going to make. Anderson had the answer again. Well,
Anderson's a thinking man's wrestler. He's a very intelligent competitor. And when you're as sarcastic and mean-spirited as Anderson is, and you're very outspoken, you better be able to think on your feet. Otherwise, you're going to get your butt whipped a lot out here.
Anderson puts the boots to Hardy in the corner.
Now bring those boots to the ribs.
Yeah, sets him up. That's knee drop again.
Well, I think maybe Anderson's trying to level the playing field.
Ribs versus ribs, right?
Yep, that could be.
Drags him out so that he can't use the ropes and goes for the pin.
Also, if you take out the midsection of Jeff Hardy, you definitely limit Hardy's offense with all his high flying and his devil-may-care style, and I did say devil-may-care.
And it evens up the situation when it comes to the to the air, the wind that Taz talked about earlier. If Mr. Anderson, the longer this goes, might be favoring the midsection as Hardy unleashes the shot right there. Anderson trying to even the score, and wow, now just reeling off rights.
Anderson amping it up, and you have to against someone like Jeff Hardy.
Boy, you could just feel it right there. You said ramping it up, and you could see the explosive offense with those right hands in the corner, and now just standing over the prone body of Hardy, and a little dishonor there by just skidding the bottom of the wrestling boot right across his face.
You could see the intentions on Mr. Anderson. Talking about Desmond Wolfe being a ruthless competitor, as is Anderson. That's a real tight low abdominal stretch. Almost really tight.
And the way that he has Hardy down where Hardy's not up to his full vertical position. I think it gives him the extra edge right here.
A little tomfoolery there, holding the trunks and the belt. I believe that's what it looked like Anderson was there. There you go.
Got the full grip with the abdominal stretch, and as Taz mentioned right there, great shot by our cameraman, great close-up look of Anderson behind the back of the referee.
See, Mike, how Hardy's gripping his own hands together. That's going to give him the strength to get some strength back in that right arm. And here comes Jeff Hardy now.
Couple of lefts, couple of rights as well, and Hardy to the ropes, but cuts off.
Whoa, whoa.
Anderson back to the offense. Takes Hardy and drives him back down to the canvas and heads to the corner.
Get out there, let's go, hey!
Gonna go high risk here from the middle rope.
Wow, look at Hardy's not even moving a bit.
Able to get both boots up, but Anderson quickly recovers and drops the elbow.
Well, the elbow that Anderson couldn't hit before, he hit now. That driving
forearm right across the face.
It's kind of like a Kurt Angle move right there. You see Kurt do those type of covers.
Wouldn't be a surprise if Mr. Anderson maybe picked up a pointer or two from the Olympic gold medalists during their terrific series of matches.
That's what makes someone an excellent competitor. Win, lose, or draw. When you can pick up little things that your opponent can do and you utilize them to a different guy, hey, that's all good in my book. That's good strategy by Mr. Anderson.
Just adds to the offensive arsenal that you bring to the ring each and every night. Another pin attempt, but Hardy still has life.
Once you think that you know it all, you can't grow. You're always trying to get better and pick up little things that other guys are doing, or big things, and add them into your arsenal. That's good stuff.
Abdominal stretch work before for Anderson.
Our live audience is just hell-bent on being referred to as a-holes. What's up with that, Mike?
I mean, you heard Mr. Anderson backstage.
I didn't hear him backstage. I was sitting here, but I heard what he sasaid backstage.
Well, he was backstage during the interview. You heard him during the pre-match interview. And the fans are just following up on everything that he said.
Like parakeets.
Oh! Hardy tries to break loose. Does, but then Anderson right back on him. Shoots him to the corner. Wow, crotched up on the top rope.
You land right on the yam bag. That's never good on a Sunday night. And Jeff Hardy, as wild and crazy and nutty and unpredictable as he is, that's got to hurt.
Takes away from Jeff Hardy's offense.
See the mocking now, the mocking by Anderson, which is, kind of part of his shtick. That's what he does. And
here he comes.
Whoa, whoa! Oh, wow! Just landed on his head, right on his ribs.
Hardy overpowers Anderson as he came at him, probably going for a clothesline, but instead elevates him back first to the ramp. And now Jeff Hardy looks around, surveys the situation at the ringside area.
That was nasty. I mean, Anderson almost landed on his head, and now Hardy with that steel chair. The referee Brian Hebner, don't lose control here, buddy. You never know what the charismatic Enigma is going to pull out.
Got the chair in position, comes at him full speed up the ramp.
The jumping leg lariat off the steel chair.
How about the force of the move? Sends Anderson over the top, directly into the ring.
Oh, look like
see the blood soaked through on the elbow of Jeff Hardy.